for bringing forth this motion on the reduction of electricity, cost of electricity in our country. Madam Speaker, it is true all of us receive electricity bills every month, either as an industrial consumer or as an individual consumer. Madam Speaker, in that bill, you are going to find itemized items which the customers are charged. Madam Speaker, one of those is the cost of diesel, because Kenya had entered into some agreement with private energy producers who install generators in many parts of this country, feeding into the national grid. Madam Speaker, the cost of diesel is very high, and this has been continuously been passed to the consumers. Madam Speaker, I think the time has come that the government of Kenya need to look at all these private arrangements that were entered long time ago that continue to cause sufferings in terms of payment of bills to the population of this country. Madam Speaker, the cost of electricity is high because there is a lot of operational expenses that are incurred by more than 5 corporations which are charged with generation and distribution of power in this country. My point, Madam Speaker, is that the Kenyan government need to look at the viability and effectiveness of all these state corporations. Madam Speaker, we have the Geothermal Development Corporation, we have KenGen, we have Kenya Power, we have Kentraco, and these private producers. Madam Speaker, the time has come that we start looking at the viability of all these corporations and ask ourselves, are they necessary? Can they be consolidated? Can we reduce on the operation costs? Because, Madam Speaker, the cost of maintaining some of these corporations is what is causing the power bills to go up. My point, Madam Speaker, is that the energy sector need to be looked afresh. Madam Speaker, we know there is a lot of solar energy in this country. Free sunshine. Madam Speaker, I ask the government of Kenya to turn and start looking at the renewable energy as alternative sources of power, because now hydro energy is becoming very expensive. Madam Speaker, I think we need to look at the budgeting of all these state corporations and start redirecting their budget towards renewable energy, because Kenya Power can do it, KenGen can do it, Kentraco can do it, nuclear energy, Madam Speaker, and I was very happy to note that they are on top gear, but they are looking at the long term. But for now, we need to address the issue of short term, because Kenyans are suffering. As we speak of high cost of living, we are also speaking of high cost of energy. The country has reached the point where now we have to be sober. We have to start deliberating on the key issues that are really affecting the citizens of this country. Madam Speaker, I think it is very important that we place upon the Ministry of Energy that they need to look at the policy on energy. Madam Speaker, as I said, this is a very important motion and we all support it, but we ask that the policy on energy need to be looked afresh so that we address this matter, not addressing it piecemeal, not addressing only the reduction of bills, but also the cost of generating of power in this country, so that now we start directing our resources to the most cheap and viable source of electricity. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable Member for Mutembei, Dr. Robert Bukose.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for allowing me to contribute to this